Hey everyone, it's Kariana, the one, the only, your favorite witchy coach. Today, I'm going to be talking about what is the real story that you are telling yourself about your SP, and I'm going to touch on SC again because I've talked about this on this channel a few times now. When I first started on the channel, and then recently I've kind of sprinkled it in a video. But I'm going to talk about it here in a little bit more depth because I've had a couple of people come to me lately talking about it and telling me that there's like people that are contradicting themselves in the LOA community. And you know me, I'm going to be consistent. I am going to stand my ground on whatever I bring to this channel. And that's that because I have my own beliefs and I'm not going to waver from that. So I'll touch on it again. But yeah, so I've had subscriber clients bring this up to me in session. And then I've also had a couple of sessions where it's been like the topic. And it's crazy because I had written it down in my notebook about video ideas. It kept coming to my mind. What is the real story that we're telling ourselves about our SP? What is the real story that we're telling ourselves about our SP? And then I manifested it in my sessions with my clients. And then I had a client bring it up to me and ask me about talking about it on video. And then I had a client bring up SC, touching on that again. She's like, I want to hear your take on SC again. And I was like, okay, I'll talk about it. So here I am with this video, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. But first, before I start with that, okay, guys, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to be filming for because there's a couple things that have been going on in the household. And one is that we got a new kitten. Her name is Elvira. She's super dope. She's a black cat. And she is the sweetest little thing, but she literally follows me around and will not let me out of her sight. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? We just got her probably like a week ago or so, something like that, a week ago. And I didn't really want her because I wanted a Sphinx, okay? Because I and my partner are allergic to cats. And she's a short hair. She's an American short hair. So I don't think we're going to have any issues, which is good. But a little backstory, just because you guys know I like to bring the humor to my videos, right? So a little backstory is that my SP had arranged, okay, had heard about a friend that had kittens. And, you know, he knew that the cat had a good disposition. The cat was like a super expensive cat and she had kittens. And so he was talking to his friend about it, arranged for this cat to be delivered, told me about it very shortly before she was being delivered. And I was not happy. I was really upset. And I was like, okay, do I flip this or do I fire this from my reality? You know, I always say that. So I'm like, you know, not everything, I said it before, I'll say it again. Not everything is worth flipping. Not everybody's worth flipping, right? Meaning that some things are just not worth changing in your reality, right? And then that's when we decide to either kind of flow with it, right? Whatever's going on, whoever's in our life, however they're acting, or we decide to fire it. Okay. So that's what I thought about this cat. I was like, do I stop this from happening? Like, or do I affirm that I'm still going to get my Sphinx? Okay. This cat is coming. She's a black cat. I'm like obsessed. And make her, the most coolest cat, best disposition. We're not allergic to her. She's great. And I started kind of affirming for that. She gets delivered and I'm like, my SP brings her in and he's like cradling her. And she's like super tiny because she's like 5 or 6 weeks or something like that. And he's like, looks at me like with this look like, I know you're mad, but like, love her, and I'm super nurturing. And he's like, she needs some like mama love and mama energy. And I just was like looking at my SP, like, get away from me right now because I am not happy about this. And then I took her and I showed her litter box. I showed her all of her little things that she needed. And then literally from that day forward, she would not leave my side. So She's obsessed with me. I love her. And she might make her appearance on this video. So long story short, she might, yeah. So I might not be able to film as long as I usually do. I feel bad about putting her in a room and shutting the door right now because I'm trying to let her like roam and kind of get used to her environment. So that is a little backstory of what's been going on in my household, among some other things, but nothing crazy. And I'm good and I'm fine. I hope that you guys are doing excellent too. Okay. I really do. I have been affirming, intending, all the same thing, right? About everybody getting their stuff, all my clients being successful, bringing, all our subscribers, watching our videos and getting what they need from them and being happy and manifesting the things that they want to manifest. So I hope that you guys are all happy and calm and cozy where you guys are at. Okay. So guys, okay. So I've touched on both of these topics before, but I'm going to touch on them again. So when you guys come to me in session, okay, I like to create, right, a list of questions that I want to ask my client on session. Okay. And they're kind of like, questions that I would ask anybody. But then as we go along and I hear you talk, I customize, the questions. I'm tweaking the questions because, like I said, there's always a circus going on in here. So I'm always like thinking ahead and I think really quick and on my feet. And that is just something that I intend for, that whenever you guys come to session with me, that I get to your blocks and resistance very quickly. I know exactly what you guys need for homework and all of that. So that's what I do on session. So when I'm listening to you guys talk, okay, and you're bringing to me the subject of SP, you want to, manifest your SP. I'm listening to you guys talk, and then I'm asking you guys questions so I can get to the root of what is happening with you and your SP, okay, depending on your story. So what I mean by what is the true story that you're telling yourself about your SP, okay? So, and that's why, this is why it ties into self-concept, okay? Is because the way that I believe, okay, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again, and I said it a long time ago when I first started on the channel. I've said it recently, and I'm going to say it again. I am not a coach, okay? Because I know that this LOA community is very saturated with SC. Self-concept is everything. It's everything. Start with that. Do that. Concentrate on yourself, and then everything else will fall into place. And I'm not against SC. I'm not against self-concept. I'm not against it. But it's not something that I lead with. Okay. And let me explain why. Okay. And this is why it ties into what is the true story that you're telling yourself about your SP and everything. But we're going to talk about SP because, you guys, there's a lot of people in the LOA community that want to learn about how to manifest the best partner that they can manifest, the best relationship that they can manifest. Okay. And I understand why. You want to be happy. Nobody wants to be alone and everybody wants to be happy, right? So yeah. So I'm not against self-concept. I'm not against that at all. If you want to walk around all day saying that you're adored, you're magnetic, you're unconditionally loved, everybody treats you, with love and kindness, that whatever love that you give out, you receive it tenfold. I love it for you guys. I love it. Okay. But I'm always going to lead, especially if I'm hearing certain cues from you guys in session. I'm always going to lead with creator mindset. And like I said, I've said this before, it's not going to be a surprise for you guys to hear this from me again. Okay. And the reason being is because if you guys have to step into your power first. Okay. Step into the realization, okay, or come to the realization that you guys were born perfect and powerful. Okay. Like I've said before, LOA is not about changing yourself, meaning you're flawed. Okay. You're not flawed. You were born perfect and powerful. How many years ago you were born? 20, 40, 60, 80, 10, 15, who cares, right? But all those years ago that you were born perfect, unflawed, and you were born powerful. You were born creating. Okay. And so a lot of times, right, when people come to this channel, when they come to get coaching, they're not aware of that, or they've heard of it, but they've kind of like, okay, yeah, I was born perfect and powerful, whatever. You know what I mean? Now I'm creating. So how do I create? But we have to really step into that. We have to really own that. And the reason why is because if we don't really know that we were born perfect and we were born powerful, then what are you walking around telling yourself all day? Okay. About LOA, now that you're a conscious creator. And so we have to step into that first. We have to come to that realization. We have to be comfortable with that first. And that's why I always say, I'm always going to lead with you stepping into creator mindset, is what I like to call it. Okay. This is just my opinion on everything, guys. But you stepping into your creator mindset. Okay. And, or stepping into your power. Okay. First and foremost. And then in my opinion, because all of the years that I've been coaching, all of the success stories that I've had, all of the things that people have brought back to session to me, the thousands of people that I've helped, that I've been fortunate enough to manifest to help. Okay. I've always seen them, when we work on creator mindset and stepping into their power, then all of a sudden SC shoots through the roof. Okay. Now all of a sudden they're like, okay, now I get this, Kariana. You're right. I'm not flawed. Competition is an illusion. I've said that from the beginning of being on this channel. Competition is an illusion. I was born perfect. I'm creating my own world, right? I'm selecting the reality that I'm going to experience next, right? Like I've always said, the whole vending machine analogy that I use, you're going to the vending machine and you're selecting what you want to experience, right? And so yeah, guys, once we step into that and we come to the realization that we're perfect and are powerful, like I said, our SC shoots through the roof, now it's like, wow, okay, I'm not flawed. Wow, okay, I am powerful. And also too, creator mindset, right? Knowing your power, it really does, when we work on that in session, it really does help you overall with creating your whole entire reality, your whole entire world, right? Because once again, once you step into, okay, I know my power, I know that I'm perfect. Okay, I'm just changing my assumptions about how I view my SP, or how I view my health, how I view my boss, how I view my family. Okay, my family dynamic. And then, right, and then we're saying, okay, how do people view us? Okay, what are my assumptions about how people view me? Okay, and that all ties into I'm going to talk about SP, and I already explained why. That all ties into what is the real story that I'm telling myself about my SP. Okay, and I'll explain that in a minute. But so once we do that, okay, it really, when I really work on this with my clients, or how I explain it in my videos, is because like once we come to that realization of all this stuff, right? It's just about our assumptions my assumptions are creating my thoughts, my assumptions are creating my reality. Okay. How I call these things in, how I'm experiencing it. The vending machine, going to the vending machine and selecting my reality, what I'm going to experience next. Okay. And then, SC comes along and it's like, boom. Okay. Now I'm feeling confident in myself, like I never have before. Now I'm feeling like I can actually be unconditionally loved. Now I'm feeling like I can actually have luck and love. Now I'm feeling like I can actually, like I'm entitled, right, to having somebody show up for me and be consistent and supportive and make me feel safe and secure. Okay, now I realize that I can actually have that. I'm entitled to that. I can achieve that. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm getting very clear on what I want. And then I'm going to move from there. Okay. And so yeah. So guys, I just want you guys to realize that, going first into creator mindset and really, really, really figuring out how to navigate through that and stepping into your power and realizing that, this is the way that you were born. Okay. And that if you change your assumptions around these things and the way that you feel like you're viewed, everything changes. Everything falls into place. SC falls into place. Okay. That's why I never lead with rarely do I ever lead with SC. Okay. Especially if somebody comes to me and tells me that everything else in their world reflects what they want, except for SP. I hear that so many times. So many times I've heard this. Oh yeah, Kariana, and I asked them, so how's work going? How's your friend group? Do you feel like you have friends that reflect that to you? You feel like you're loved by your family? Do you feel like your siblings and you get along? Do you feel like, dot, dot, dot. And if somebody comes to me and tells me, yeah, absolutely, like my life is like pretty chill. I have a really good life. I'm making good money. I have a good career. My boss likes me. My coworkers are, taking me out to lunch. We're going out for, dinner. I have friends. And everything's working out. It seems to be working out in my favor, but I cannot seem to manifest this person to come in the way that I want them to come in, or I cannot manifest a text message, or I cannot manifest, communication to start it off, right? That to me tells me, okay, that you got a running story around this person. This person, your SP, boom, you've got a running story around this person. And you have put this person on the pedestal, because if we have a running story that does not serve us and unfavorable about this person, okay, this story, boom, they go straight up to the pedestal. Boom, they have the free will, okay, in our reality. And so we can walk around all day saying, we're adored, we're cherished, we're unconditionally loved, all of these things. But if our running story, if our predominant story is that this person is an a-hole, okay, this person told me 5 years ago that they never wanted a relationship with anybody, and I know their previous 2 relationships they never committed to, and this person's never been married, or this person is older than me and has a better job than me and makes better money, or this person, I know that I want kids, and this person told me from our first date, if you think this is going to be anything else but us hanging out, because I don't want kids and I don't want commitment, or whatever the case may be, that's the real story you're telling yourself about your SP, and you really got to get real with yourself. And if you get coaching, you got to get real with your coach. You know what I always say, guys: transparency, being authentic, okay? Getting clear on what you want, coming from love and kindness, trying to stay neutral and calm, excited, all those favorable emotions, and staying present, okay? Those are like the key words or sentences off the top of my head that I can say that are like the foundation of manifesting, okay? And creator mindset, all right? Not so much SP in the beginning, or sorry, SC. SC will follow creator mindset. Stepping into your power, your SC will follow. You coming into realization that you were born perfect and powerful, your SC will follow. You coming to the realization of how all of this works in LOA, like I've said before in several videos, okay, trusting this process, believing in this process, trusting yourself, that is all going to back up your SC automatically, right? But yeah, if you have an unfavorable story about your SP, like I just gave you examples, and you're not tackling that, okay, whether it be you guys are watching, my videos, other coaches' videos. I've already said I don't watch other coaches' videos out in the LOA community. No shade to them. It's just, if I'm going to live in a world in my reality where I'm the best coach, right? My approach is the most effective for you guys. And then I have to live from that. So I try to keep my eye on the prize, me being your favorite coach, me being the best. Competition is an illusion, right? It's not a reality. So me going out here and listening to everything that's going on in LOA, all the contradicting things and all the trends and TikTok and all of this crazy stuff, right? Is just going to distract me from what I'm manifesting in my life, in my opinion. Okay. Like I said, no shade. So I don't know what's going on in the LOA community, but I've had several people bring this subject to me. So I'm guessing that maybe there's some arguments going on or back and forth or whatever the case may be. But I am standing behind exactly what I've said from the beginning. I'm never going to change my mind on this. And this is just my opinion. You take whatever you want from it. Okay. But I've seen it happen. I've seen my clients evolve from my teaching methods, from my teaching style. I have helped, like I said, I have been great. I'm grateful, right, that I've been able to help thousands of people with this. And that is just my belief on it. Okay. And so, if you guys are not, like I said, let me bring it back to, if you guys are not tackling that story that you're telling yourself about your SP that's running in your mind, right? Okay, some of these things are happening unconsciously. I get it. But if you guys, whether you get coaching or not, like I said, if you're watching these videos on your own and you're piecing your own format and plan together of how you're going to manifest your SP in your life or anything in your life, but we're going to make it SP related right now. Or you come to coaching. Okay. And we put together, I put together, things for you to manifest your SP. Okay. And you're not tackling the true story. And that's why I say, when you come to get coaching or whatever, being authentic, being transparent, just being very honest with yourself and me is going to help me tackle the real story that you're telling yourself about your SP. And if it is, like I said, from our first date, my SP told me ... and it didn't work in your favor. Okay. And instead of you flipping those thoughts in that moment, I've made a whole video on it about staying delusional. I mean, literally being at dinner, watching your SP, and drinking your wine and hearing your SP say all these unfavorable things to you. I don't want kids. I don't know. I've never really committed. I don't know what I want. I'm not sure. Whatever, and you're like, holy crap. Like, how am I going to, what am I doing with this? And in your mind, staying delusional and living in your mind of what you want from this person, affirming what you want to hear from this person, not what you're actually hearing from them, right? It's what you want to hear from them. And once again, remember, guys, creation is finished. Okay. There is a parallel reality where this is already happening. So if you feel like being delusional is lying to yourself, it really isn't. Okay. Because it's already happening. You have to remember and remind yourself of that. Creation is finished. This is already happening. I just need to give my subconscious the job of pulling this in, calling this in for me. Okay. And that'll help you stay delusional in these moments. But that is a mental diet, guys. And if you haven't done that and you've heard your SP say all these things to you, whether it be first date, second date, fifth date, 25th date, okay, and you've taken it and run with it, and now you have this like hardened in the fact belief that this person's never going to change, and they're always going to be a person that doesn't want kids or doesn't want commitment, or they're always going to be that person in your mind that, like I said, the last few relationships that they had, they never committed to you, or they're always going to be the person in your mind that talks to you disrespectfully and treats you unkind, and doesn't prioritize you, then that is a true story that we need to tackle. Okay. And, how you guys do that is really getting honest with yourself, right? Like I said, getting honest if you have a coach with your coach, but sitting down and writing out your story and just seeing it in black and white. Okay. That's so powerful. There's something very magical about that, in my opinion, is seeing your story written out, the unfavorable story, and then taking that and making some really, really, strong bullet points, right, of what you need to be flipping. Okay. Or sitting down with yourself and going, what do I think about? Right. They've proven that we have 60 to 80,000 thoughts on average. Okay. I know it's probably more than that. Okay. And so I always tell my clients when they come to me and they go, they bring something to our session, I'm like, I can guarantee that if you're bringing that to the session and you're repeating that in session, you're repeating that so many times a day to yourself. There's 24 hours in a day. Even if you're, affirming that, intending that, whatever, repeating that to yourself, 24 times, that's a lot, right? But I'm guaranteeing you that it's probably double, triple that. Okay. And so that is your running story. So sit with that and be honest and say, what am I thinking all day about my SP, right? Because I've said it before, I'll say it again. The first, and after you get clear on what you want from your SP, the relationship, everything as a whole, then you need to start seeing your SP in that version. Okay. When you start seeing your SP in that version, you're telling your subconscious, your mind, I'm experiencing this already. Okay. This person is showing up as loving, caring, and kind. Okay. And that's why it's important to come from love and kindness. That's why it's important to try to stay neutral and calm. That's important why it's, that's why it's important to, be present and not live in the past and not live too far in the future, right? Depression, anxiety. It's where those emotions come from, because your thoughts are there. Your thoughts are stuck in the past on, old arguments, old conversations, what they mentioned at dinner 5 years ago about how they don't want commitment. Okay. That can create a lot of depression, a lot of emotions that come up. Remember, our emotions precede our thoughts, right? Everything precedes our thoughts. And then when you're living too far in the future, okay, anxiety comes about, right? Because your thoughts are, well, I don't know if I'm actually going to get this. I don't know if I'm actually powerful enough to manifest this. Does this actually work? Okay. So then now you're telling your subconscious, I don't think I'm powerful enough. And I don't know if I trust this. I don't know if manifestation, I don't know if LOA is real. Okay. And remember, like I said, the analogy about the chess game, guys, the universe is playing the chess game. I call it the universe, right? The universe is playing the chess game for you. Don't breathe down the universe's neck, right? Figuratively speaking. Don't do that, because it's not your job to control this. It's your job to have a desire. Give your subconscious, by living in your mind, by living in a new story, by living in what you want to experience, okay, by seeing your SP in their best version first before you experience it out here, okay, we're going back in here. And we're telling our subconscious, I'm giving you a task, I'm giving you a job to call this in for me, okay? chess game is being played. People, places, and things are moving out of the way to give you what you want. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, you're being dropped, boom, into situations where you can experience that. Okay. So it's not your job to control that. It's your job to just have the desire. Okay. And live in your mind from that. Live as if, be present. Okay. Because the minute that we start saying, I don't know if this works, I don't know if I believe in LOA, does this actually work? I don't know if I'm powerful enough. Well, now you're telling your subconscious that you want to experience that. So guess what? Subconscious has to drop you into places, move people, places, and things right out of the way for you to experience the fact that this doesn't work in your favor. Maybe LOA is not working for you. It's not real. You're not powerful. You don't get what you want. SP does not show up in their best version. Okay. So I think I've pretty much covered, I hope I've covered, everything that you guys wanted to hear from this video. If you guys have any ideas for videos, if you guys want to hear anything specifically from me, you can always, drop a comment down below. Okay. Remember to like and subscribe as well, but drop a comment down below. Or you can always bring it to my receptionist. She's wonderful. Just email in and say, hey, I have a video idea, and she'll send it to me. Okay. And I'll try to get it out for you guys as quick as possible. I think next week I'm going to be talking about wavering, because that's another thing that a couple of clients have brought up to me in session. And, I know that I intend that you guys would love to hear about that. So I think that's going to be my next video next week, is about wavering. Okay. But yeah, I hope that really does just break it down for you guys. Okay. Remember, let's recap here. Okay. First of all, what you think about, you bring about, guys. Okay. I'm generically speaking, in every single video, I should probably end with that, because it's very important for any subject, any topic that we're talking about in LOA. Okay. Or about LOA. What you think about, you bring about. Change your thoughts, you'll change your entire world, guys. Okay. But bringing it back to this subject. Okay. Got to tackle the real story that you're telling yourself about your SP, what you're telling yourself about anything and everything. Okay. Your luck and love, your luck and your health, your luck in getting a job, your friends, your friend circle, your family dynamic. Really get real with yourself, whether you write down, whether you sit down with your journal and you write in black and white all of the unfavorable thoughts that come up. And then you flip those thoughts and you make a new story, or you bring it to session and you go, Kariana, this is what I'm thinking. Okay. This is what I'm thinking throughout the day, truly about my world, about my SP. Okay. Those are the true things that we need to tackle in order to call your SP, your manifestation in. Because we can be running around all day saying, I'm magnetic, I'm irreplaceable, I'm great, and this and that. And if that makes you feel good, guys, like I said, I don't knock it. But if you running around all day saying that, but you have a running story, a predominant story that's hard in fact about your SP that is that it doesn't match up with this, right? Then are you truly going to get what you want from your SP? Are you going to truly get the relationship? Are you going to truly be able to call that in without tackling that story? Probably not. I've seen my clients struggle with it for years. Okay. Since I've been coaching, not they're struggling with it for years, but I've seen it for years, ever since I started doing this years and years ago. Okay. And then if you're running around, right, and you're saying, I am, I'm unconditionally loved, and I'm magnetic, and I'm great, and I'm this, that, but, your running story is that, because creator mindset, like I said, stepping into your power, is that you're not sure about, about LOA, if you're not sure about your power, you're not sure that you're born creating, you're not sure that you are, perfection, that you're perfect. Well, we got to tackle that story, guys, because how are you going to call these things in if you don't know you're powerful, if you don't know you're perfect, if you don't really truly believe in this process, you don't really truly believe in LOA. Okay. So that is the root. We got to get to the root, guys. Like I always say, in session and on videos, I've said it's just like meditation. I'm a meditation practitioner for a reason. It's because I truly, truly believe in it, just like I believe in coaching, changing your brain. Okay. Meditation is from day 1 to day, say 20 or 30 or even 10, right? Completely different. It's changing your brain. It's a collective benefit, just like, doing these exercises that I'm talking about. Okay. We're peeling away the onion. We're getting to the root cause. Okay. We're getting to the root cause. And that is the root cause, right? The root of everything, right? I guess that for lack of a better term, the root is the true story that you're telling yourself about your SP, the true story that you're telling yourself about everything. So that's my whole point. I want to get to that because the thing is, guys, is that we're trying to call our manifestation in so we can actually, have it, enjoy it, keep it. This is a lifestyle change. This isn't just, I want contact and then I don't know what to do from there. I want a text message from SP. That's great if you want to test your power and get a text message. Yeah, fun. I love it all day. I'll teach you how to do that. But if somebody comes to me and they say, I want my SP to come in like ... and I want marriage, or I want to move in, or I want to experience this person in their new version that actually treats me right, and I have a healthy, happy relationship with them that's consistent and steady and safe and secure and all those wonderful things that we're entitled to. Got to get to that root cause, guys. Okay. Lifestyle change. Let's call it in. Let's keep it. Let's enjoy it. Okay. So take with you guys this, right? So I have a couple of cool affirmations that I like. I put in my MailChimp actually. So if you guys get them, if you subscribe, and please subscribe and like and everything, so you can receive all those things. And all of my information about coaching, if I didn't mention, is down in the description box below, along with any cool things that we're giving away. Okay. So check that out too. But, some cool affirmations, right, that you guys can immediately start using while you're really getting down to the root cause, like the root story of what you're telling yourself about your SP. Okay. So one of them is, I see evidence of permanently changed behavior. You can say from my SP. Okay. Or you can say, I see evidence daily of my SP's permanently changed behavior. Okay. I love that affirmation. I think that it's a really cool blanket, universal kind of affirmation that helps you with just, saying that, first of all, you're asking your subconscious for evidence, which I've talked about this before in several videos. The subconscious is a problem solver. It is up when you're sleeping. Logical mind goes to sleep with you. Subconscious mind is awake. So I've said this several times before, right? Give it the task of solving this problem. And so when you're asking for evidence, your subconscious is like, okay, well, you want to see evidence of that? I have to give it to you, or I have to push that out for you. So you're asking for evidence. So I see evidence, okay, of SP's permanently change behavior, because we want these things, once again, like I said, call them in, get them, keep them, enjoy them. Okay. We're permanently changing this story so we can experience our SP in this way. There's no back and forth anymore. There's no unstable behavior. There's no roller coaster behavior. Nope. We're permanently changing these behaviors. Okay. Another one would be something along the lines of that you trust yourself. Okay. You trust your SP, and you can say, they're a mirror of me. They're a reflection of me. Okay. You can say, I trust myself. I trust my SP. They are a mirror of me. They're a reflection of me. Okay. That's another great one, right? Or if you are struggling with a story about your SP that they have bad behaviors, they have addictions, they have things that are going on that are, cycling through, and they're a pattern, a cycle. We're going to stop calling a pattern a cycle, right? But if that is your story, if you really truly think there's a pattern and a cycle there, well, in order to affirm for that and break it would be my SP is fully recovered from all bad behaviors and addictions, right? If there is addictions, I'm just throwing that in there. Or you can say, my SP is fully recovered from all bad behaviors. Okay. So take that with you guys and enjoy the rest of your day or night whenever it's nighttime here. So I was trying to get good lighting for you guys. I hope I intend that I achieve that. But if it's day, night, whatever, wherever you guys are, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your time, day, night, right? And I will see you guys in the next video. And like I said, I'll be talking about probably about wavering. Okay. Oh, also too, guys, I have quite a few success stories that I have saved in my phone from my clients, from my receptionist sending them over. I've read them, guys. Okay. So you know who you are. I love you guys so much. I will be mentioning it. I try to throw them in my videos, but I got really distracted with this video because it's two subjects. So I will be talking about those or sprinkling those throughout my videos. But I've got quite a few success stories that I'm absolutely so excited about, and updates and stuff from you guys. And I'm just really proud of you guys. And like I said, I've been powerful enough and whatever we want to call it, right? To intend that you guys are successful, intend that I am able to help you guys. And that is pushing out for me. And I am so grateful. I'm living in gratitude. I'm living in the present right now in that. And it's going to keep coming. I know it. I know it is for you guys, for me. And it's all good. So you guys take care, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.